Alright, welcome back folks, and here we are, ready to fight Misty. And with Nidoking currently at 59 HP, it's going to be a little dicey. I do not want to waste one of my healing items to just recover such minimal HP, and then simply lose more of it fighting Misty. So here we go. It's gonna be a little risky. The first trainer's not too bad. I can just thrash her Pokemon to death. And however, Misty is going to be a key issue depending on what her Starmie does. If she bubble beams, it's going to be close. So here we go. We'll see how smart Misty is. Maybe we can get out of this with a win. Staryu is pretty simple. One thrash takes it down. So, and there we go. Just as predicted. Nidoking grows to level 29. That's definitely a plus. And here comes Starmie. So it all depends on what Misty does here. We win or we lose right here. And we get a crit. That's awesome. So we don't even get to find out what Misty does. We survive to live another day. And with the Cascade badge in hand, we now have access to Cut. And definitely opens the doors for us. We also get Bubble Beam, which is very nice. That will be used in the latter part of the run. So far, everything has worked out not exactly as planned, but fairly nicely. I guess, if I decide to go back up to Bill's house and get Seismic Toss, I guess I can at some point. But for now, we're going to continue on, head down to Vermilion City, and hopefully take on Lieutenant Surge as well, so you guys get a double dose of gym leaders this episode. So now I also need to teach Cut to Charmander, who basically becomes a HM slave in this, unfortunately. So for those of you who love Charizard, I'm sorry to disappoint you. He's just not going to be used as a main fighter. He may get a cameo at some point in battle, but other than that, that's how it goes. So in this section here, to avoid any trainer fights, we're going to have to be very careful with how we go about finding the switches. And hopefully, with some luck, we can find it without having to fight any trainer battles. Oh, sweet. The two locks are always right next to each other, and so there you go. I managed to get through both locks, and here we go. We're about to fight Lieutenant Surge as well. And I think I'm going to use Thrash to take out Raichu just because it requires at least 2 hits. Double Kick's not going to cut it. Water Gun's not going to cut it. And Poison Sting's not going to cut it. Half of Raichu's moves are effective against me, and the only thing I really have to fear is Mega Kick. So hopefully we can either have Mega Kick miss, or have him stupidly choose one of the electric moves. Who knows? We'll find out how smart the AI in Gen 1 is and how lucky I get. So continuing on here, and let's go. Lieutenant Surge only has Raichu in this fight, which is nice. It does follow the show, as many of you probably have seen. Lieutenant Surge only has Raichu. And there you go. Thunderbolt on Nidoking. Good move there, Raichu. And there's Growl, and there we go. We didn't need the crit, but we got it anyways, and we have our third badge. Now, unfortunately for many of you who maybe you're looking forward to seeing a lot of more of the gym battles and me progressing that way, you're gonna have to wait for quite a while before we face the next trainer, as the next part of the game is all about PP control and figuring out different parts of the, or getting my Pokemon strong enough to the point where I can actually take on the next battles. Now, one thing I thought of earlier, and I just realized now, is the fact that even though Pikachu died, you don't need max happiness to get Squirtle. All you need is the Thunder Badge. Therefore, I get Squirtle without having to revive Pikachu, which is absolutely fantastic. So here's Squirtle, and I think we're going to name him Edelman. Hopefully Edelman comes out clutch in the Super Bowl coming up. I don't know exactly when this is going to be posted, actually, so retract that statement. We'll see how things turn out. But needless to say, we're going to continue on with the run and pick up Edelman, who gives us Surf later on and allows us to continue on here. Trying to think of what I want to do next. Alright. Alright, we're going to take our chances. Here we go. We're going to go through Diglett Cave. If we encounter a Dugtrio, it could be trouble, as Dugtrio outspeeds us and we get trapped because we cannot escape. He KOs us with Dig, and that's just not good. So there we go. Made it through Diglett Cave pretty simple. Avoided the Dugtrio, who is a small chance. It's a very minuscule chance. I think there's a hidden item somewhere up here. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. In there is where I would get Flash, but I don't have 10 Pokemon, so can't get that. And I should be able to get through Rock Tunnel without the need of it anyways. So, here we go. Oh, that's the guy that gives you Flash right here. Sorry about that. But over here, we'll pick up the HP up, and a Moonstone, and I think that's it. If I missed an item, maybe one of you guys can leave me in the comments, but I think that's all the hidden items, or all the items that you can get from coming back there. They're not completely worth it, but I guess I'll use the HP up, since Nidoking seems to lack survivability these days. So, back we go through Diglett Cave, another risky situation. If we can avoid Dugtrios, that'd be great. And we seem to have a high encounter rate of Diglets, which is nice. So, we got through Diglett Cave safely, and we can continue on now. So we have to go head back up to Cerulean City. And one thing that I forgot to pick up there while I was fighting Misty was the bike. So I guess I'll go pick that up, and we'll continue on. Yeah. Normally you would have to buy the bike for $1 million, which you can't actually get in the game, but due to the bike voucher, it's another one of those free items that we get. So, here we go. So this last is another required fight, and I believe we're just going to use... just one second, let me check, folks. The thing about this run is I have to be sure about everything that I'm doing. So at times, you may see me, you may hear the sound cut out, and I'll have to check something. This is just to ensure that I thoroughly can get through this. I do not want to miss key items, and there's no reason for me to make a foolish error for doing so. So, here we go. Alright, so I should be able to get through this fight without too much trouble. There are some grass types. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed with a stun spore or something stupid, but that should be avoidable if I either get a 4-turn thrash or something cool happens. Alright, I'm kind of fearing Bellsprout to use Stun Spore, but I don't know. I think just to be safe, getting confused is a bigger risk than getting Stun Spored. And he uses growth, no less, so that's perfectly fine for me. We'll just thrash him to death. I love how Wolfork is getting all this experience, even though in the long run of things he actually isn't used that much. But there we go, pick up TM30. And there are 2 trainers here that I actually do want to fight, just for the fact that it does get me an extra ether, I think. So, no reason not to pick that up, especially at this cost of very minimal PP loss. So, Sandshrew is easily taken out with Water Gun, and I think the next trainer is easily taken out with Thrash. Sand Attack hits, that's a bit of a pain. But, oh shoot, I would have thought that. Oh crap, boy. Fisher Sandshrew, that would have been pretty hilarious. It's a good thing Fisher doesn't hurt you when you're a higher level, but man, that would have been a pain. Definitely thought Poison Sting would have taken him out from there, but luckily we hit through the evasion hacks with Sand Attack, and we continue on here. So this trainer has 2 Beedrills, I think, and he's pretty easy kill with Thrash, so we'll go ahead, Thrash twice, and take him out. That'll get us our Ether, and restore 10 PP on the move of our choice. So, definitely worth it to fight these 2 guys. The experience is worth it as well, and in the long run of things, I think, at least based on my practice runs, it's definitely worth it to fight the extra trainer battles when you can. So we'll continue on here, face all the necessary trainers that we see. And one thing that I'm starting to be a little wary of is the fact that our thrashes are getting a little low, so we may need to ether one of those sometime soon, just to help things roll along. So there we go. Take out Weedle. And take out Venonat. And from there, it's a clear walk to Rock Tunnel. That's all we need to fight. There's a trainer here up here that may seem like she's a required fight, but once again, that range of trainer sight just doesn't really make much sense. So off we go, and I think we're going to end the part off here just before I enter Rock Tunnel. So you guys can watch me go through Rock Tunnel next time. So pick up the free super potion there, very nice, and we'll save it here. So that's it for this episode, folks. I will see you guys next time. Bye.